Hey guys, how you going? It's Friday, the 16th of May. It's, what is the time? I know, it must be about 6 o'clock. It's been a busy day, so sorry I couldn't upload one. But I've had chats with people about this live that we're doing. So definitely going to, well, not live, but, recording. So I had a busy day with selling screws, bolts, packers, a lot of tape. Everybody likes that tape at $5.80. They tell me it's a pretty good universal tape, which it is. So I'm just sitting back here, killing a bit of time, having a cold one. And then I'm going to go home. I'll probably have a few more cold ones. It's, I feel like I've deserved it. It's been a good week and stuff. So and I had some very interesting conversations today. Everybody that come in, and what's your guys' thoughts about just the economy, just the way that, everything is so expensive, all the shops that are closing, the businesses, people becoming unemployed, which is quite sad, very sad actually. It's not good. It just seems so very, very strange and pretty depressing. And I don't know what the deficit is with the country, what state of affairs the books are in, but, I told people last year that this was going to be a very trying year. If they thought last year was tough, I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong, but I think you'll see twice as many businesses go this year, in my opinion. That's all. And I ain't no economist or anything, or analyst. But I think it's going to be a tough year, and I understand we all go to the supermarket and we're all looking at those price tags, and man, you grab a basket and you don't even have half a basket and you're up to $100. It's ridiculous. I mean, some things admittedly are not too bad. But it'd be, and I know I actually do know a lot of people that are struggling, and that kind of breaks my heart because it's not how it should be. People should be able to go to work, or their income, whatever their income is and wherever it comes from, should be able to go up the road. You should all be able to buy groceries, and you go back and you be happy and think, yep, got that, still have dollars in my pocket. Not how it is at the moment. Tell you what, these exports, I do like them, but I tell you what I do like too is the Summit beer with the lime, not the Ultra one, just the normal Summit with lime. It's quite refreshing. It's about $30 for a box. Oh look, Temu, congratulations, a surprise or something. Thing with Temu is, yeah, it is what it is. But man, do those suckers inundate you with their bloody text messages, emails, and then, the thing that gets me, guys, I got suckered into and made purchases, is spin the wheel because you're going to get free gifts. What rubbish? What rubbish? I didn't get no free gifts. It told me I had to make more purchases. I didn't like that. I felt like I got suckered. So, it's all in all, it's been a good week. Well, not a good week, good day really, still below. But I believe everybody's in a similar boat. So I have to be grateful for what I've got. And I am, so don't get me wrong, I am grateful. I'm not trying to have a whine or anything. I'm just sort of trying to get people's thoughts on what they think of New Zealand at the moment and the way everything is going. I mean, I just, for a bit of a gander last night, I saved a couple actually. I went on to Trade Me and a few other places, and just looking in my district at rental properties, and wow, I mean, the rent, wow. The cheapest I could find was about 500 and something for this poxy little 2-bedroom, in the moving and costs. It was geez, I think it came to about 2,500, 600, something like this. And then I saw most on average are 650, 720. I saw one for over $1,300 per week. And then some of those all-in costs, move-in costs, I think it was up around $4,000 or $5,000. Where do people get that sort of money? That is absolutely crazy. Whatever, I know I'm behind on the times, but whatever happened to the $250, $350, maybe $400 rents? Where did they go? I was like, wow, man, how people do this? You can't. I mean, even if you're both working, if you were both working, you more than likely would be taking separate vehicles. Some may share, some might have carpooling or use buses, whatever, and I get that, understand it. But if you were travelling via your own vehicles, you might as well minus what? What's a good number? $150, $200 a week out of your wages for fuel, so that's per person. And then you still got to come up with what, $500, $600, $700 for rent. On top of that, you've got power. You'd have some water, your Wi-Fi. Wow, I don't know how some people do it, but by golly, all you guys out there that do it, I take my hat off to you. Like, life is tough. It's very tough. But I'm very thankful to everybody that comes in here and supports me, and all the praise that I get. We are very humbled by it, and I sincerely mean that. It's quite humbling. And it makes me feel good to be able to sort of assist people with their projects, especially when it comes to certain things they think like this might do it, and I could easily take their money and sell them that, but I don't do that. I tell them this is what I would do. I don't feel that's a good idea, and I feel like you'd be wasting your money or your energy. I like to think I'm pretty good at what I do with the old nuts and bolts. Look, got a countersunk socket screw, stainless steel, wound a galvanized nut on it. I probably shouldn't have showed you that. Nah, these are just bits and bobs that people bring up, and I get a little lazy and pile them up on my desk, but I do put some of it away. Some of it ends up in $10 bags, but I make the bags up like $50 so people get real value for money. But I really do enjoy that aspect of it, and I really am always over the moon and humbled when people come back and tell me what a fantastic suggestion that was and how it's done this. And I'm very proud to say that as a small business, like little old me, but I've been doing this a very long time, and I like to think I'm good at it. I've been involved with a lot of like civil projects, that are funded by the government. And just one of those projects was the Takanini Motorway, the CPB. I was actually invited to become part of that project, and I did the due course of that with them, and I'm very proud to say that little A and J Fasteners helped build that motorway, and I actually guided them through some of the process with what they should use, as well as State Highway 16, and that's when I first started out, and I'm forever grateful to all the people that sang my praise and supported me. And you know what? I put that aside for a moment. The people that I've met along the way, the friendships that I've formed, and the friendships that I still have today with a lot of those people, because some of them have gone back to their countries and stuff. It's very humbling, and I'm very grateful, and I am very lucky in that sense, and I don't take it for granted. I certainly don't think I'm better than anybody else, because I'll tell you one thing, I don't care what colour we are. You could be white, brown, yellow, green, red, blue, purple. I really don't care. We are all the same. Nobody's different. We all bleed the same, and it's probably a little like thing, but we all poo the same. Nobody's poo smells any better than anybody else's. So basically what I'm saying is, treat people like people. It doesn't matter who you are or what your religion is. Treat people how you want to be treated. And, we all, we can't all be the same and get along. We all have different personalities and that. And that's fine. And that's true. We do. We have different personalities. But, it is what it is. So, yeah, so it's nice at the end of the day to be able to relax, have a cold beer, just chill out, shoot the breeze. I'm not going to do no shop stuff, That's like next week. I'm just touring around and messing around with shit in my hand. That's all I am. I'm just shooting the breeze, finish my beer, say hi to everybody, and I hope everybody, has had a good week, and everybody's looking forward to the weekend. I do. I certainly look forward to the weekends. It gives me a little break, but next week's a busy one because I do have a lot of paperwork. But I would like to know what people think of, honestly, what do people think of this, this living here and this, groceries, everything. It's it doesn't really matter where you go. Things have really jumped up. I mean, butter. I went and bought butter the other night. I bought the pans. $9, $8.99. You might as well call it $9. It's a psychological thing. Rather than call it $10, they'll call it $9.99 or a 10,000 car. Oh, only $9,999.99. It's not. It's just silly. I mean, if it's like that, just call 10 grand. And like a block of butter, $8.99. Just call it $9. But it's a psychological thing to get you thinking, oh yeah, not quite $10. Well, there ain't no more ones and twos, are there, or fives? So it's either $8.90 or it's $10. It's either $9.90 or it's $10. What I do here at my shop is I do cash sales, and if it's $9.95, if it hits $9.96 or something, I round it off to 10. If it's $9.95, I call it $9.90. I round it down. I don't round it up, and that's the truth. But yeah, it's been a good week, and I just want to see what everyone's up to. And I really do want to get more into this, cost of meat and everything. I mean, wow, you go to the supermarket, $20. Well, actually, no, keep going up. Probably $25 get you three or four little chops. I remember, man, some years ago, by crikey, $10 would get you a massive tray of chops. But I am out of tune. Like I said before, I don't do shopping much. It's tasting pretty sweet too, guys. It's only number 2 over 2 hours. I space it out because I do need to drive home. So I am being responsible. If people are thinking, oh, this guy's just drinking at work. Yes, I am, but I've spaced it out. It's now it's after 6. My first one was at 4. And typically on a Friday at my little shop, yep, I do. I'll pop one, a cold one. You don't walk into many shops like that where the guy's got a beer in his hand, but hey, it's been a long week. So, yeah, so I would like to talk to everybody and get comments and, hey guys, I want more subscribers. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. I want to get to know everybody, a lot more. And I see I did get some more subscribers, and hey, awesome. Thank you guys. It's appreciated. And I believe that this is my longest video. I'm just rambling on, but I'm just saying whatever comes to my mind. And I've got some friends in Australia, a lot of friends actually, and some family in there, and say hi to you all and stuff. And then I've got a half sister over there, Betty. And Betty, how you going? I'm having a cold one. I was joking with her the other night. I won't go into detail about what it was, but I was having a good laugh. It involved her job, and I was saying to her, her employer would take a real shine to me, and she knows her employer would take a shine to me. They would think of me like family. But yeah, so I'm just sitting here drinking this. It's nearly gone. It's nearly time to go. But I just want to put a end of week video in, and I didn't want to talk about work. I just wanted to talk about life and the things that I do. And I got my car back this week from the panel beaters. I wasn't overly impressed with them. They painted it the wrong colour the first time round. I refused to take it. They tried to tell me it was clear, and I told them, mate, I've painted cars. I worked in a shop. I know when it's a different colour. It was grey. It wasn't like what it should be. So they redid it. It's close. Not, so would I go there again? No. I won't say who it is, but I just won't go there again. It was an insurance job. But, yeah, so it's been an interesting week for me. And I'm actually looking forward to going home to have a couple more where I can relax, see my family. I've actually got to say, and I don't say this a lot, well I do, but I don't say it a lot, but I'm a lucky guy. I've got a beautiful family. I've got a missus who I adore. I truly do love her. And I got 2 beautiful children. And, I get well looked after. Oh, that's so good. I get pretty well looked after. And I'm very lucky that my partner, a lot of the time she puts us before herself. And, sometimes I tell her, she needs to put herself first. She's always giving. Very rare to meet people like that, but this is true. My missus, she gives a lot. And she's a very caring person, and I love that about her. But, yeah, so I'm going to round this off in a minute, guys. It is my longest video I've ever done, and I'm sorry if I'm just rambling on and talking rubbish, but I just wanted to have a good old heart-to-heart, one-on-one sort of conversation with you all. And just show you, this is my life. This is what I do. I do love my life. I love what I do. I'm very lucky to be able to get up every morning and come and do this. I know some people go to jobs because they're just jobs. I stepped out of the box. I got tired of working for people. And I knew I could do it. And I know there's a lot of you out there that probably have the same aspirations. And you know what I tell you? If you're thinking of doing something for yourself, go and do it, guys. Just do it. Because life is so short, you don't want to look back on and have any regret. Go and do it. Because you know what? 99% of the time, you are going to be successful because you're obviously passionate about it. And you've got you have the drive, and you will be successful. I'd be very surprised if any of you that want to do something would fail. Because life is so short, and if you do fail, don't you dare hold your head down. You keep your head high, because you know what? At least you done it. You're not gonna do it. You done it, and you learn. We make mistakes in lives. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was taking the Lord's name in vain, but by golly, how many mistakes have we all made? I know I've made thousands, but I try to learn from them. Some, you repeat a few times and you're like, oh yeah, hang on, yeah. So, I'm about to sign off, guys. I want you all to have a good weekend. I just wanted to have a good old heart-to-heart and just show you this is who I am. This is my life. And you know what? What you see with me is real. It's not fake. I don't put up smoke screens. I don't believe in that. I could sit here and I could talk intelligently, say some big words. Is that going to make me a better guy? No. Probably more unintelligent, untangible, I just talk like this, I act like this, I'm a big kid at heart. I'm not telling you how old I am, but I'm pretty old. I'm getting up there. But what you see is what you get with me, and you know, um, life's too short to sort of like frown on things, man. It really, really is. So I'm going to let you guys go. Everybody have a lovely evening. Look after yourselves. Be good. And like I always do, guys, because I like that American thing, I'm out.